Hi there everybody, Natasha Wilkinson here, your independent scentsy consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. So, we're nearing the end of March. There is about a week left of March, but saying that, in 2 days time, my family and I are about to head out to New South Wales. So that last week of March, where I would be warming more items and adding to my warming basket, just won't be happening because we're not going to be at home. So I'm taking the opportunity now to go through with you basically what I got through from the 1st of March till now. It's probably not as big as what it would normally be. I will probably have had more bars in my tally when we go through and see how well I'm keeping up with my melting plan as to what it would normally be. But as I said, not going to be here, so this is basically going to be my March melting basket. I don't see myself going through much more between now and Thursday night when we go off. As I'm filming this, it is currently Monday afternoon, so we're only going to be here another 2 days, so maybe 2 more bars might have got added to this collection if something goes between now and then. But as I said, I don't see myself getting through anything more between now and Thursday, and this is probably the only time I'm going to have to sit down and go through what I went through, what I used, what I enjoyed for March scentsy wise. Saying that, there's going to be no, because as I said, heading out to New South Wales to visit family for Easter. We're going to be away for 3 weeks through April, so I will not be pulling a April melting basket because, again, not going to be here, so you won't be seeing an April melting basket. And my April melting plan is probably going to be very, very small. I'm probably not going to hit my mark in my April melting plan because, again, not going to be here, so there won't be much of what I used in April unless I blow through a lot of things that last week of April. So let's look at what I actually got through for March, shall we? So that's just giving you an idea of why you won't see my April melting basket and why you're probably not going to see an April empties. What I warm in that last week of April is I'm probably just going to put aside and have it as part of my May empties. So let's delve into this, shall we, and talk about what I got through March, and then we'll run some numbers and talk about how close I got to that melting plan, considering I'm kind of losing a week with us going away. As usual, I will be going through non-wax products first. As you can see, I still did do quite a little bit of damage in my empties for the first 3 weeks of March, so I still did get through quite a fair bit in March. So let's talk about laundry, shall we? It's not what I have been using video with me without any laundry products. So let's delve into the laundry first. So I did use up a whole system of Cloudberry Dreams laundry, and when I'm talking system, I use everything. I use the laundry liquid, I use the washer whiffs, I use the dry discs, and I was using the Scentsoft. They have discontinued our Scentsoft now, and that will only come out in limited time only products. But while I've still got access to what Scentsoft I have on hand, I have still been using it. So I went through 2 Cloudberry Dreams washer whiffs in the small size. For those of you who do not know what washer whiffs are, They are our fragrance booster. So they don't clean your clothes, they add an extra oomph of fragrance to your clothes when you're washing. I'm quite heavy-handed with my washer whiffs. Normally I'll buy the Laundry Love bundle in one of my party closeouts using Hostess credit rewards or half rewards, but this was a set that was discontinuing, so I did kind of stock up on a few of the smaller sizes because I wanted to get through at least one last laundry system, which is what I did. I think through a last in and out Scentsy Club where I think I got them. So as I said, 2 Cloudberry Dreams washer whiffs, the Cloudberry Dreams laundry liquid, and I did it that way because I already still had a little bit of scent soft left from last time I used this system, so I kind of just wanted to round out my system so I could finish off the scent soft. So this actually scent soft lasted me 2 different systems of the Cloudberry Dreams when I take into account the laundry liquid, the washer whiffs, and of course the dryer discs. So that was what I have been washing with last. So then another system I have been washing with, and I haven't quite finished the scent soft, the dryer discs or the laundry liquid, has been Fluffy Fleece. So next time I have another one of these Fluffy Fleece in my empties will be probably with the liquid, with the rest of that scent soft, and with the dry disc. But I've also been working on a Fluffy Fleece laundry liquid. As you can see, used up another 2 small tubs of washer whiffs. This particular fragrance is still available. Cloudberry Dreams is not. I absolutely love Fluffy Fleece. If I were to kind of rank my favorite fragrances from Scentsy with laundry, Fluffy Fleece would be right up there as probably my number 1 favorite in strength, in longevity, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful laundry fragrance. I don't know that I'm actually that keen on the bar. I did put the bar in my Scentsy Club because I want to try the bar again, but I kind of feel I enjoy the laundry more in Fluffy Fleece than I do in the bar form. So the next products that I used up, again, it's also not another empties with me if I'm not showing you Counter Clean. I have 4 kids, a husband that works in the mine, we have cats in the house. I'm forever using Counter Clean, mopping up messes, cleaning up spills. So Counter Clean is just used constantly in my house. One of my absolute favourite Scentsy products. This particular fragrance is a new one to our catalogue in cleaning. We have had it in racks. Wasn't a fan of it in wax, and I don't think I'm a fan of it in cleaning. Love the product, don't love the scent. So this one is Daydream Oasis. This is one for those people that love very green spa-like scents. You will really love this. I have another full tub of this in Counter Clean from a whiff box. I will use it up because, as I said, I use Counter Clean like crazy. Even though I don't particularly enjoy this scent, that Counter Clean's still not going to go to waste because of the product. But there are other fragrances that I do enjoy much more than I do Daydream Oasis. Used up a full bag of cotton cleanups, waiting for my next Scentsy Club shipment to arrive. I use cotton cleanups as my half price item in my Scentsy Club, and I generally do go through probably a bag of cotton cleanups a month. So I have a 25 watt purple globe that has blown in the warmer behind me. So that's the wings warmer. So I haven't replaced the globe out yet, but the 25 watt purple globe in the wings warmer has blown. I have a empty scent pack of Wizarding World Harry Potter that has gone into my Dobby Buddy. So here's the dry disc packets of Fluffy Fleece that went with my Fluffy Fleece laundry system that I am using. So we have a empty scent pack in Jack's Obsession. That's like a green apple spice scent. So my daughter put that in her buddy that I get from the flash sale for her. I got, was it the flash sale and I picked it up? I think it was the flash sale. So I picked up Star the Cat from our last Halloween collection from the flash sale, and she didn't want the fragrance pack that I chose when I purchased Star the Body, so she just went and raided my collection of fragrance packs and decided she wanted to put Jack's Obsession in her buddy for that particular fragrance. So I have a hand soap in Peachy and Palm Trees. This was from our summer collection last year, or our Good Vibes collection as we call it in Australia, because the summer collection does come to us in the winter, so it does get renamed the Good Vibes. So we used up a hand soap in Peachy and Palm Trees. I love this scent. It is, to me, smells like an authentic peach. So I think that is all non-wax items apart from pods and oils. So now that we've gone through non-wax items apart from pods and oils, pods are kind of floating at the bottom here. So let's start off with the wax, shall we? So we had, so our weather here in Mount Isa, we're going into our autumn here, but it is still very hot. It is still very summery weather, minus a week where we got very rainy, drizzly days. We had a week where we basically got rained out. Where I live, when that happens, if you get a few days of rains, the trucks can't get in to deliver groceries, and we have to wait for the waters to recede again. So during that rainy week, I decided to work on one of my bricks that I'd kind of been holding off, even though I really, really love the scent. And last month I was very lazy. I didn't work on any of my bricks. So I tried to take into account my melting plan that I need to work on my collection of bricks, because there's no use having them if you're not going to enjoy them, right? So this was a scent that came in a brick in the Christmas collection bricks. And while I really loved it, it was just too hot for me to enjoy this particular scent during our Christmas here, because it was right at the peak of our summer. This is one of those scents that is more for that colder, wintry weather, and so that week of rainy day was perfect to break out this scent. And that is the Caramel Chestnut. This is just warm, rich caramel, earthy, woodsy chestnut. I really, really love this. So I actually got through during that week 1, 2, 3.5 cubes. As you can see, I mark off where I left before I used it, so I can see when I reuse my bricks again just how much I do reuse and remember. So I used 3.5 cubes and enjoyed every moment of it. I'm likely to use this whole brick up over winter. I do have another brick, and this scent is in my Scentsy Club. But this is one of those scents that I won't get sick of warming in winter. It will probably become a staple scent that I warm in winter. So I only worked on one brick. The rest are bars. So let's delve into them, shall we? So let's talk about some new scents. So this was done in the open concept area, and it was actually one of my more recent scents I put in the open concept area. If a scent is not particularly strong in my open concept area, I do generally use 2 full bars. So did I pull up the scent notes here for you so I can talk about it, because it is a new scent. So I popped Tropic Nectar in my open concept area, 2 full bars. So I ended up with 3 bars of this particular scent without even, well, I purchased 1 set. So I purchased the Consultant Access Kit of the new sampler bars, so which came with 1 bar. My second bar came in, I think, January's lift box, and my third bar was actually gifted to me at the Scentsy World Tour. So all up, I ended up with 3 bars of Tropic Nectar. So I used 1 bar that I made samples with, and then these 2 bars, as I said, went through my open concept area. So just looking for the bars to read you the actual scent description here. So Tropic Nectar is tropical fruit nectar, gets even sweeter with coconut milk and golden agave. So for me, this was just another fruit punch scent, and I don't mean to sound in any way negative when I'm saying this. It was very heavy on the orange fruit punch scent. So to me, it was a fruit punch scent with like a authentic orange as one of its notes. So it was more a orange fruit punch as opposed to a fruit punch. But for me, honestly, I've heard so many good reviews about this, and I wanted to really love Tropical Nectar, but I think out of the new releases, it's my least favourite. And it's not that it's a bad scent by any means, but and for me, I find personally, and this is just my nose, my opinion, my environment, for me personally, and you've probably heard me say it before, I find fruit punch scents very plain and very generic. And I feel like because of the region we're in, region 3, I feel like it's a very, fruit punch scents are a very popular scent, and I feel like that's why I find them plain and generic and kind of boring, because it is very popular, and I feel like there's always some type of fruit punch scent either available in the catalogue or available through Scentsy for us to purchase in region 3, that they just don't overwhelm me. So while I'll enjoy them while I have them, I don't find them Scentsy Club worthy. I don't find them something that I would go out of my way to repurchase again. Those 3 bars were enough for me with Tropic Nectar. I did find though, this didn't last very long either. So for my open concept area, I got a day's worth and it kind of just fizzled out. Again, very plain Jane, fruit punch scent, a little bit more orange at the forefront, a little bit more creamier than some of the other fruit punchy scents, but It's not something that I was overwhelmed about. I didn't hate it by any means, but as I said, I feel like if I'm in the mood for a fruit punch scent, I will just buy whatever's available in my catalogue at that given time. I don't need to really go for a fruit punch scent. It's just not something I typically reach for myself personally. There are other fruity scents I enjoy a lot more than a fruit punch scent. So those 3 bars kind of, I feel, will be my done and dusted with Tropic Nectar, unless I get another one in a whiff box or something like that. I'm probably not going to grab any more Tropic Nectar myself. So the next set of bars that I warmed in the open concept area. So you're going to see as we go through this warming basket a very, as I said, we're at that stage where we're starting autumn, still hot though, so I'm still wanting summery scents, but then we're getting those few rainy days in between. So this is going to be a very haphazard mixed basket of empties with a lot of summery scents and that slow transition into those wintry scents. So you're going to see some of those warmer transition-y scents, and this is one of them. So I'm not quite ready for my wintry scents to break out, but when I'm getting rainy days where I'm wanting caramel chestnut, that's when I'm reaching for some more of my warmer bakery scents as a transition. So I did in the open concept area a combination of toasted marshmallow and gimme candy. So by itself, I don't warm toasted marshmallow by itself much. I like to use it more as a mixture, and often in summer I will mix it with Bonfire Beach to give Bonfire Beach a little bit more of that smoky, ooey gooey marshmallow feeling. But this is the first time I actually mixed it with something a little bit different, and I mixed it with gimme candy. So this was through that week of wet, rainy, miserable weather. I wanted something a little bit warm and comforting in the house, but I didn't want it too clever and cloying. So I thought gimme candy to me smells like a butterscotch caramel mixed with toasted marshmallow. You've got that smoky but not quite sweet marshmallow feel. I just thought this would add a bit more of a sweetness but tone down the really cloyingness that you would enjoy more in winter. Loved this combination. Only lasted a day, but while it was going, really loved toasted marshmallow and gimme candy going together. Normally I'll do my bakery scents in the kitchen, but that was one that I did do in the open concept area that day. In the kitchen, on one of those rainy days, I had caramel buttercream going from the Scenspirations collection. This is in my club. I'd only warmed through 1 bar at Christmas time, so this is actually the 2nd bar. Trying to make decisions whether it's staying in my club. At the moment it is. It is beautiful. Again, not long lasting, but when you look, a lot of the caramel scents I have in my club are more those heavy, ooey gooey, chewy, richer caramels. This is a deeper caramel. It's got a little bit of it's still a beautiful caramel, and it's still a sweet caramel with the buttercream, but it's a little bit deeper, and it's got a little bit more of a bitter note as opposed to that really sugary, tooth-achingly cloying sweetness that you get from something like salted caramel toffee or gimme candy. So it's a one if you're not really into really overly sweet caramels. this would be probably more up your alley because it has that more of that deeper, bitter, authentic caramel note to it, but really, really good. So that's still be in my club for a little bit. I don't know whether it's going to stay in my club forever, but I did enjoy that enough to warrant it staying in my club for a little bit longer. And saying that, I did find it wasn't as weak as I thought it was going to be. When I did my thirst sparkle testers, I kind of found them to be very light, but I got decent throw out of this in my kitchen for the probably 6 hours maybe it was warming, all the time it was warming in my kitchen. And I'm not mad if a scent doesn't last forever in my kitchen. I tend to change my bakery scents out daily in my kitchen, and the way I run my routine is my bakery scents go on in the morning and the open concept area scents go on for the rest of the day. So if I get the longevity I need out of it during that morning routine where I'm enjoying that bakery scent, I'm happy, particularly when you have as much wax as me. So this was going in the open concept area. So we're going back a little bit more summery here. And I did a combination in the open concept area. One of my favorite combos, cocoa lime and vanilla bean buttercream. Just a really beautiful, bright lime bakery scent with that vanilla bean buttercream when you mix that in. Cocoa lime mixes well with a lot of things. It is very bright, it is very zesty, in your face. And at the same time, if I can find it, it's probably right at the bottom here. At the same time in the kitchen, because my open concept area and my kitchen come off each other, I had lime zest and vanilla going in the kitchen. So I was trying to decide which combination I like better, lime zest and vanilla, which is a bar now currently available in our catalogue, or the mixture of cocoa lime and vanilla bean buttercream. So lime zest and vanilla is, to me, smells like, instead of a lemon meringue pie, instead of making lemon curd for your lemon meringue pie, you've made a lime curd and you're creating a lime dessert. So it's a little bit more sugary than the cocoa lime, whereas cocoa lime is more in your face, authentic lime. This is more the zest you've grated from the lime and you've made and the juice, and you've made a curd out of it. I like them just as equally as both. I couldn't decide which one I like more. Honestly, this tends to come back in our spring summer catalogue. It does go into my club just in case it doesn't come back, because no scent is guaranteed, no scent is safe. So it is in my club at the moment because it's our autumn winter catalogue, and this tends to be in our autumn winter catalogue, lime zest and vanilla. So if it continues to play that way, these scents will just get interchanged out of my scentsy club while one's available. But if they ever both retire, at this stage they're probably both going to end up in my club. Saying that, we don't get very many lime scents in our catalogue, so I'm not going to be too mad if I end up with 2 lime scents in my scentsy club, because while we get quite a few lemon scents, while we get quite a few orange scents and quite a few other citrus scents, our lime scents aren't very strong contenders, and Scentsy don't make very many lime scents. So I'm just going to enjoy both of them while I still can, one being in my club and one being in the current catalogue. So the next combination that I did in the open concept area. So I still do have 3 bars of each because I didn't need the whole bars to do this combination in the open concept area. But I did a combination of Beach Daisy, which is coming to us next month in brick form with our So Long summer bricks. This is just a beautiful, bright, floral scent, and honeysuckle pear. So this was in my Scentsy Club and I stupidly took it out of my Scentsy Club. It was the scent of the month for March 2020, and I don't think this will ever get voted back because it's one of those scents that is very sweet. It is pure sweet honeysuckle with just a little fruity note from that pear. Combined, this just adds a little bit of sweetness to that tartness in Beach Daisy, and the Beach Daisy adds a little bit of brightness and just takes down the sweetness just a notch. They work together so well. I mean, I could warm these both by themselves too and really enjoy them by themselves. But this is just a beautiful summer floral combination that is perfect on a hot summer's day. So, continuing on, in the kitchen, and I only got through 1 baggie out of my 4 in my little, I guess you could say, ones that I wanted to do. I only got through 1 bag. I did Clementine Cupcake. This is another scent that is in my club. It is rich, warm cupcake with just that little brightness of clementine. This is never going from my club. This was in our autumn winter catalogue last season and they didn't bring it back. This has become, for our region here in Australia, what's known as a 1 season wonder. It hung around for 1 season in the catalogue and then didn't come back. But because of Scentsy Club, I still have access to this scent. As we know, we don't get many bakery scents in our catalogue. So I'm going to enjoy every bakery scent I can get, particularly if it's one that I really, really do love. So I did use up the rest of the testers that I had from when it was around in the catalogue, because there's no use hanging on to the testers since it's no longer available and didn't come back. So the next combination I am going to talk about was in the open concept area. So in the open concept area, there was a day where I just wanted happy, I wanted clean, and I wanted bright. It was hot. I just wasn't in a mood. I wanted something happy. So I did a mixture of sea salt, avocado, and banana leaf and bamboo. So banana leaf and bamboo is another new scent to our catalogue. So sea salt and avocado has been in our catalogue forever, still available in our catalogue. So sea salt and avocado is bright, clean, creamy. It's not what you would think. I originally steered clear of sea salt and avocado for ages because I had in my mind it was going to be something salty, sea air type note with a little bit of salady type smell to it. That's kind of what my mind thought. I was pleasantly surprised when I warmed some testers so much that I went and brought this whole bar. As I said, it's very fresh, it's very vibrant, it's very bright, but it's creamy at the same time. And banana leaf and bamboo, so that's another new scent to our catalogue. This is another green, clean, creamy scent. It does have a little bit of a peach note in it, so it's got a tiny sweetness added to it. I wouldn't necessarily call it fruity, but it does bring a sweetness to it. These combined were beautiful. Absolutely loved this combination. So I highly do recommend, if you like green, fresh, vibrant, creamy scents, to try sea salt, avocado, banana leaf and bamboo together. And then what I did in the kitchen, I had 3 cubes left from a bar that's not available in our region. I had picked up on Facebook, and if you saw my last empties, you would have seen me do a combination of this with Squeeze the Day, but I hadn't quite used up the whole bar, had a few cubes left. So in the kitchen by itself, while I was running sea salt and avocado, banana leaf and bamboo, I ran the last 3 cubes of sugared strawberry. We did get this in pods here in our region, so it's a very sugary strawberry with a little bit of lemon in it. So this kind of gave the sugared strawberry, toned down that very sugary sweetness, brought out more of the strawberry and gave it just a little bit of a green note. Beautiful combination. So if you find sugared strawberry a little bit too sweet, this is just going to tone it down just a little notch. So another day in the kitchen. Actually, this is what I think I put in the kitchen yesterday. Lemon drizzle cake. So this was originally from our Easter collection last year. It is now available in our catalogue to purchase. I really enjoy this scent. It does have a lilac sugar icing note to it that a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of, but to me it's a very bright, sweet lemon with a bit of a cake note. We know I love my bakery scents. Bakery is one of my favourite scents, but it is really hard to find a bakery scent that's not heavy in summer. So this is really a good bakery scent for summer because of that lemon. So it's not too heavy, it's not too rich, and it's not too cloying. This is definitely a repurchase for me. This was in my club while it was not available, but now it's in the catalogue. I will definitely enjoy more of that. So another day in the kitchen, I had banana berry going. On cold it smells like banana lollies and strawberries on cream. It smells a lot like a banana pudding to me when warmed. Again, not a long lasting performer, but while it's going that morning in the kitchen, I really do enjoy this. This is another older Easter scent from an older Easter collection a couple of years back, but it is in my club. And during that rainy weather, so I'm about to talk about another scent that's not available here in our region that I picked up on Facebook, but one of them we did have as a bring back my bar, which has been available in my region. I did a combination of, in the kitchen area, almond croissant and apple butter frosting. Apple butter frosting was a bring back my bar. It's in my club. It's just a beautiful apple frosting with a little bit of spice. As I said, this was done on one of those rainy days. Almond croissant. I wish they would bring this to our region. This is beautiful. It is buttery. It is creamy. You get the richness from that almond. As you can see, I didn't want to warm the whole lot in one hit, which is why I went and chose another scent that I thought would go well with it, so I could have this last a little bit longer. I still have half a bar that I will enjoy warming either by itself or with something at some stage. So I did use up half the bar, but when I pick up bars that aren't available either through the black market, usually on Facebook I tend to find them in our region, I do kind of try and spread it out a little bit longer so I can enjoy them a little bit longer. Then let's talk about, so I think that was all the open concept kitchen area, which it kind of combines, and I do like to choose like scents. So now let's talk about the bedroom, shall we? So in this bedroom I did do pink coconut. This was February scent of the month. So this is very body care-ish to me. There is a pink clay note in here that kind of gives it a little bit more of a earthy type scent. Now, I thought this would be club worthy when it first came in my scent of the month kit, but I kind of feel there are other similar scents that I enjoy more, so I will just use what I have of this particular scent. I still got a bunch of these from my scent of the month kit and be done with it. So while it's enjoyable, it's not one that I feel that I need to have in my club. Another day I just wanted something light and I didn't want something heavy, and again I just wanted something soothing. So I had to put down my 23-year-old cat about a week ago, and that was the day I kind of wanted in there. Lounge room just happy and soup, which is when I went for the banana leaf and the sea salt and cucumber, and then in my room I just wanted something soothing. So I went for Mandalorian Air of Adventure, which was a very soft, to me it smells like a soft buttermint, just a touch of eucalyptus. Generally I reach for this scent when I'm not feeling well and don't want something too heavy in the house. But this day I just wanted something soothing, and I thought that would hit the mark. So that was Mandalorian Air of Adventure. I do believe this is currently not in the vault. I do believe it is currently still available to get. The only qualm I have of this is it is on a very light side. So it's not something that's going to work well in your open concept area. But for my bedroom, I do really enjoy it. As I said, I reach for it when I'm not feeling well. It tends to be one of those scents that just go in my bedroom because of how light it is. Also in my bedroom, one day I did Plumeria Peach. So this is one of the summer scents that I will reach for in summer, particularly for my bedroom. So I do kind of classify this as my summer bedroom scent. When I'm not in the mood for those sandalwoody, sensual type scents, this is just a beautiful, fruity, perfumey scent, perfect for the bedroom. Smells like authentic peaches with just a little bit of a perfume note. Absolutely love it. It has been discontinued from our catalogue now, and I don't think we'll see it back. I did pop one of these bars into my summer quarterly club, so I will get one of these bars every 3 months just so I can enjoy it during summer in my bedroom. I tend to only myself go through probably 1, maybe 2 bars a year, so that would be just the perfect amount in my club. In fact, it may be a little bit too much in my club, and at some stage I may have to take it out of my club. But for when I want this, for the time being, it is in my club, because as I said, I do like that at least once or twice a year in summer, particularly for my bedroom. And I will be in a quarterly club getting, because I do skip once a year, I will get 3 bars a year. So it kind of rounds out to how frequently I would probably warm that in summer. Another one I did in my bedroom, I had 1 bar left of Graduation. This was from our Moments by Moments collection. Last I looked, this was in the clearance section. I'm not sure if it still is or not. So I remember when this came out, really, really loving this to the point I almost put it in my club, but it was such a light performer and I had to literally stick my nose over the warmer to smell it, which is why I didn't put it in my club. It cured. What I had cured, trust me. It cured and it performed better, but it also brought with it a note that I didn't like. So before it cured, I got old library, leathery type vibes with a bit of sweetness from the apple. You still got that old leathery bookshelf vibes where you're in a library and you're going through actual books, not on your phone or not on your iPad. You're actually going through those old leather books. I love that smell. So you still got that, but it kind of gave me vibes of an old professor's office with this extra note, and I could smell almost like a cigarette smoke note on the back end, and that cigarette smoke note got stronger as it was going in my bedroom, and I ended up not really liking this with that cigarette note. If it didn't have that cigarette note, I don't know if the leather just matured more. I don't even know if it's meant to have a cigarette note, but I picked up this type of cigarette note that I just did not like with graduation. So when I popped it in and I was feeling a little bit sad that it was my last one and I knew it was in the clearance, I was thinking of going back to get some more because I didn't put it in my club. But when that note came through, I'm like, yeah, not going back to get more. I can do without you. I'm not a fan of you anymore. So my nose either changed or there's just notes that came out as it cured longer that I didn't like. Another one that I did really enjoy in my bedroom, and that is a staple in my house that my son also enjoys, Pacific Sandalwood. So this again has that leathery masculine vibe, but this is more perfumey. There's a vanilla in it that comes across almost caramel-like to my nose. This is currently available in our catalogue, and if this ever retires, this will go into my Scentsy Club in multiples. It is a staple for my bedroom. So I did make samples out of mandarin zest, and then I used the rest up. I think I used the rest up in one of the kids' rooms. Can't remember from memory. And it was only a little bit, so it was very light. I'm going to have to warm my second bar of mandarin zest. This is from the Easter collection to actually give you a full review. It's very much to me the zest from a mandarin with a little bit of a perfumey note, but as I said, I haven't been able to do a proper warming review of this particular scent left, so stay tuned until I do actually go for a full bar to actually get a full review, because I haven't really done a proper warming review of that. I just used up the last 2 cubes in one of the kids' room and kind of, to be honest, forgot about it. Same with Pink Berry Fluff. Again, it was samples. Haven't really warmed it again from the Easter collection. So this was more the marshmallowy body care vibe. I do need to actually warm my upper bar of Pink Berry Fluff to actually give a proper warm review on that one. Okay, so I had a few cubes left of Camu Camu from our last Bring Back My Bar, so I spread that across the boys' room and my daughter's room. So I do have another full bar of this left. This was from the last Bring Back My Bar. I wanted to love this. I've heard so many good reviews. It's just a little bit too tart for my nose. If you love tropical scents, you will love this. It is a very tropical scent, but it's the tartar tropical fruits that you smell. So it's a tart tropical scent. So I just feel like, for me, I like the sweeter tropical scents, and there was not enough sweetness in this. Good performer, went well in the kids' room, lasted that whole time I had it in the kids' room. Performance-wise, can't complain, just not sweet enough. So I will enjoy the last, well, I'm not going to say I will enjoy it because it's just not a scent that I really do enjoy, but I will use up the last bar probably in my kids' room because I do have one more bar of this, but that's just not a repurchase for me. Camo. And it did not go in my Scentsy Club. Peace, Lily, be with you. So that's another new bar that's in our catalogue. So this is a floral, but it's a almost watery green floral. I had this going in the bathroom. Absolutely loved this in the bathroom. I do have another bar of this to go through that I think I got with World Tour. I think it came with World Tour, so I did end up with the second bar of this. It is more of that powdery floral, but then you've got this very fresh green note added to the end, and it's a strong performer. I feel like this would be open concept worthy too. While it's not my favourite of the new releases, I did enjoy it. I will enjoy the bar I have, but I don't think it would be something I'd go out to purchase more of. If it came in a whiff box or something like that, definitely enjoy it, but just not something. I feel like there are other floral scents that I would enjoy more, but I feel like this is a very nice bathroom laundry scent, so there is a potentiality I might get one to enjoy in that area, but it's not something I would blow through my whole house, if that makes sense. Another one in the bathroom laundry, Route 66, last year's Father's Day collection. I got through one of my cologne scents. We know I'm not the biggest cologne person, and I have all these cologne scents stacking up because they're not in my wheelhouse. I just don't reach for them. This is more of a greener cologne scent, a more outdoorsy cologne scent. So I didn't hate this. It did its job for what it was, but would not be a repurchase again. Mint to Be, I picked up in a flash sale. So this is more of a herbal mint, very toothpastey type herbal mint. So it's like they've got the mint from the garden and ground it into a toothpaste, a little bit eucalyptusy. It was long lasting. I got about 4 days of this in the bathroom. It was long lasting in the bathroom. It made it fresh, it made it bright. I really enjoyed it. I'm not always the biggest herbal mint fan, but again, for the bathroom, for the laundry, did its job, and I really enjoyed it in that particular area of the house. And then the last bar in here is Ariel Under the Sea. This is now in our catalogue. I think I had this in my daughter's room. So this is a fruity aquatic scent, quite nice. Again, not something I'd go out of my way to purchase. I like to mix this with apple scent. So I do buy this as a mixer to mix with apple scents, and I really do enjoy it that way, but it's not something that would be Scentsy Club worthy for me. I kind of have to be in the mood for Ariel Under the Sea to have to purchase this. So normally I'll just pick up one and have it on hand if I'm in the mood for it, but it's also one of those scents I can live without if I don't have. So let's talk about some pods, shall we? So I pulled out the sea salt and avocado pods out of the kids' room. They're totally lost their scent. I don't think we've put anything else in their room just yet, so their wall fan is kind of sitting on empty at the moment. So the air purifier originally had Luna pods. Luna's just a floral staple in our catalogue. It's just a beautiful, clean, bright floral. You can't go wrong with Luna. They were in the air purifier, and they were replaced with the Mandalorian Air of Adventure. So, and I couldn't find the little pack that these went in, so I must have accidentally thrown it out, but I had in the wall fan in the bathroom Make a Splash, which was just a aquatic scent, totally dead. So I changed it out with, I had one pod left of Swirling Snowflake because I had one in the car, and I still had one that we hadn't used from in the car in the fan diffuser, so I just put that in the bathroom to use up that last pod of Swirling Snowflake. So I was pretty slack with my oils this month, and kind of only diffused 2 oils from the scentsy collection. So I diffused cardamom and vanilla here in the bedroom. This is just a very rich, woodsy, earthy oil. A little bit of sweetness from the vanilla, not much. It's more rich and woodsy and earthy than anything else. And this is another one that I picked up on Facebook. I'm not sure if this was ever available in our region or if it was just available before my time. I know it wasn't available since I've joined. It may have been available before my time. I'm not 100% sure because, as I said, I picked it up on Facebook, and that is Marshmallow Buttercream. I thought this would be a really nice scent to complement my bakery scents, and it kind of reminds me a little bit like toasted marshmallow. So it's not an overcloyingly sweet, but I can see why it would go well with a lot of the bakery scents. It's basically a vanilla base, I guess you could say, oil if anything else. It's kind of got, to me, a little bit of a, I don't want to say smoky note because it's not smoky, but it's not decadently sweet. It's just more rich than anything else. And that is my empties. So that is what I got through for March. Let's take a quick look at my count here and tell you how well I got through my melting plan, considering I will be missing a week out of this melting plan because we're going away and I won't be warming that last week. So if I just quickly delve into my melting plan here, I will be able to tell you exactly how much I was able to get through and how on task I actually was. So during the month of March, I actually warmed through 36 bars, and that's not including the brick. So I did get through some of the brick as well. So I warmed through 36 bars and 1 brick. I brought in 27 bars. So my warming definitely outweighed what I brought in. Saying that though, those 27 bars I brought in were the 8 bars from my Scent of the Month kit, the Mother's Day Early Access kit, which still has not arrived, so there were 4 bars from that because I got 2 sets, and I got 2 sets from the Early Access kit of the So Long Summer bricks. So 10 of those bars are actually bricks. So if I were to take those 10 out because they're not considered as a bar inventory, I think I'm going to have to do a separate brick inventory and kind of categorize that when I update my melting plan. And then I have the club that's just shipped, which has 4 bars in it, and the whiff box, which I believe from Sneak Peeks contains 1 bar. So if I were to take the bricks out of that and have that kind of as a separate part of a melting plan, I would have only brought in 17 bars as opposed to the 36 bars I melted. Either way, if I did include the bricks, I brought in less than what I brought out. So at this stage, I'm still using more than what I'm bringing in, which is really good. Next month's going to be the kicker. Next month is, because we're going to be away for so long, I kind of feel my usage bringing what I bring in of Scentsy Club and that, although I did kind of fiddle with my Scentsy Club so I could merge them and able to basically allow myself an extra month's leeway from them to come by merging it into one and the other, and basically fiddling, as I do sometimes, to try and not have as much come up when I'm away. So I feel like next month my purchase will outweigh my usage, even though I'm really trying to get my usage more than my purchase, which for the last 3 months is what's happened, which is really good. I've been on track with my usage as being more than my purchase, so that's one good thing with this melting plan. I still do have to update this melting plan to account for new things that have come in, to account for my Scentsy Club update, which I have done. I just haven't had time. It's been a busy month this month with the new catalogue launching, us going away. Next month, I'm probably not going to have time next month, and I don't want it to be a chore. This melting plan I've designed so I can get through my stash, but I still want to enjoy my melting. I still want to enjoy what I'm smelling. That has always been my goal with buying and enjoying fragrance. So I will continue sharing and I'll continue doing these plans as long as I'm still getting enjoyment out of it, and as long as I can still enjoy smelling my Scentsy. So I'm not in any hurry, even though I want to update and kind of take into account my new update. This is working so far, so I'm quite happy. I'm still able to enjoy my Scentsy. When I've got the time, I will do the update, but I'm not going to force myself to do it to the point where I'm not going to enjoy melting my bars. I don't want to feel I have to melt my bars. I want to melt my bars when I want to melt my bars and still enjoy them. So let's quickly talk about, now that we've done numbers, let's talk about how I went with the categories in my melting plan. So I had categorized for a 2-year plan to get through in the bedroom 4 bars. This will go to a 1-year plan when I'm not melting my summer bedroom bars, but while I'm mixing my summer bedroom bars in with my bedroom, I'm basing it on a 2-year plan, and I did get through 4 bars. So I was right on track with my bedroom. My summer melting plan I have down as a 2-year plan because that was where I found I have most of my bars. I have quite a big stock of summer bars because I tend to reach for the other bars more than I do my summer bars, and there's a shorter period where I usually wore my summer bars. So I have 10 bars as a 2-year melting plan. I actually got through 11 bars this month. So I got through my 2-year melting plan and started onto my 1-year melting plan, which would be 19 bars. I don't typically see myself going through 19 bars every month in the summer category. If I can get through the 2-year, I'm happy, and that is what I did. In my bedroom summer bars, I had categorized again a 2-year plan because there's only a certain period where I wore my bedroom summer, whereas my bedroom I wore more year round. I had 4 in my 2-year plan. I got through 3. So I was 1 short in my bedroom summer. Saying that though, if I did have that last week, I probably would have stuck to that goal and would have got through that goal. In my bakery section, I wore more year round. This is probably, apart from my summer collection, my largest collection, but I don't mind because they are the scents that are the smallest in our catalogue, but they are the scents I wore the most of. So I have a 2-year plan to get through all of those bars, and when I'm talking about these plans, I'm also including expected shipments that come through in a 12-month period of Scentsy Club. I'm not including new collections, I'm not including new bars I buy outside of Scentsy Club, but I do include what I know will be coming through Scentsy Club. So my 2-year plan for bakery was 7 bars. I actually got through 9 bakery bars, so I started to work my way through to the 14, which is my 1-year plan. Didn't get all the way through the 1-year plan, but I did stick to the goal of that 2-year plan, which is what I wanted to stick to with that number. So I'm still going pretty much on track here. My laundry and bathroom bars tend to be what I have the least of, because they're scents I just don't reach for much. They tend to be what I have stocked up with my cologne scents, some of those greener type scents, and I kind of categorize them to the laundry, the bathroom, the shed, where I kind of warm them, because that's just where I'm going to warm them. So I have that in a 1-year plan of 6 bars every month. I got through all 6 bars, so I did get through 6 bars for the laundry bathroom. The boys' room I had 2 to get in a 1-year plan. I only got through 1 bar. Saying that though, I do tend to draw from the laundry bathroom into their room quite a fair bit, and I did this month draw from some of the summery scents in their room this month. So I was still warming in their room, just not from their category. In my daughter's room, I had a 1-year plan of 4 bars a month. I actually have only got 1 ticked off. Again, wasn't that I wasn't warming in her room, I was just drawing from some of those other categories. So I was very, very close to the melting plan. Given that week, I probably would have ticked off those other few numbers and some extras added. So I didn't do bad, considering I did use more than what I brought in. So that was my March empties. I hope you enjoy my March empties. You're probably not going to see me for a little while. This is probably going to be the last video until I get back towards the end of April. So I hope you all have a great Easter if I don't speak to you before then. Until then, stay safe and bye for now.